Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bedpost Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Erin Pym. Here at the podcast, I like to invite guests and performers from the Bedpost stage show that I do here in Toronto and beyond into the studio to indulge me in a more in-depth conversation about sex and sexuality. This week, I got a super sexy guest. Daphney Joseph.
Hi. The whole time you were talking, I didn't know where to look, so I was like this.
You're probably not even in the shot.
That's the best.
Like, eyes averted.
Yeah, and I was like, I
tea.
felt like a little girl. Like,
I should be here.
talking about sex. So, yes. Hi, Erin.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm doing well. I'm really
Okay.
happy to be here with you.
Me too. I love talking to you.
I love talking to
I
you
feel like
too.
we could talk for a very long time about some things that I wouldn't be able to talk to other people about.
That's nice.
Right?
I feel the same way about you. Yeah, I feel like the projects we kind of have been, because we've been working together in a couple different
Right.
ways
Right.
lately. Like we do the bedpost stuff. You're one of my
Yes.
bedpost darlings.
I love it so much.
I have you doing the real life story.
Yes.
You got that on lockdown.
Yeah.
You do a great
Thank you.
storytelling set.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Thank
yeah,
you.
What of it? Yeah, I am.
Thank you.
And then we also did another storytelling show together.
We did. That was Coco's show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kiss and Tell.
Tell. Yeah. Coco, hi,
Hey,
Coco. Yeah, we did that, and it was fun because like I think every other month we were in the same show. I was either in your show or something
Or
else.
yeah.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
We did this.
We got it.
We got it.
And you, just for people who don't know you personally,
Mhm.
you're like comedic performer.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about like your background and just how you got into like
To
talking about
comedy?
sex
Oh, to
on
sex?
stage. And, like
How do
just,
I talk?
just so people, have
Yeah.
kind of some framework onto who you are.
I mean, I always talk about sex with my friends.
Yeah.
So that was not a problem with a specific group of friends. Like we could talk about sex for a very long time.
Yeah.
And put your lips on the mic, Daphney. and what happened is that I think you had approached Coco, so Coco and Daphney could do an improv set for Bedpost. The first
I
time.
was trying to think of how we
Yes.
kind of started getting
That's
involved
right.
with each other.
Yeah, and then so we did an improv set, but it had nothing to do with. It was just improv, right? So we just had some fun. And Coco had done your podcast,
Yes.
and I think she had said something about Dan Savage, and then you had said something about Dan Savage, and Coco's like, "You should speak to Daphney. She's in love with him." And then we talked, and I was like, "I love him so much." And then after that, I had this weird. Like, I wanted to do something for Bedpost, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to do a regular stand-up set because I had seen your show, and I'm like, I could do stand-up anywhere. I feel like this is the time to say something, right? I don't want to just make jokes about sex. If there's a time to say stories, and I always have the weirdest, the weirdest
You got
story.
some good ones.
Right, because I think since I'm such a funny person, then anything around me happens, there's either I turn it into something fun. So I think that's how I approached you to do the first story.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And your first story you told, was that the Pornhub story? Okay, walk us through just quickly. I don't want to.
The punchline.
yeah, just tell us the punchline. No, but like, tell us the essence kind
Right.
of this story.
Right. I mean, I could say the punchline. It's about the story is how one day I was on the Pornhub, which was I used to love this
Yeah.
website, and I found a video of myself.
Yeah.
So if anyone knows what Pornhub is, it's not a video of me not fucking.
Not
I
a
say
video of me not fucking.
I don't know.
I'm not fucking.
Yeah. So it's a video that I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know this happened. I didn't remember when it happened. Like I'm telling everyone, I didn't know. I didn't agree to it. I didn't know it happened. So
And someone, that partner posted.
he put it out there, and what I went through when I found the video, like I went through a lot of anger, and I felt so bad about myself, and I started really slut shaming myself because I was like, "This is what you get, for being adventurous." Yeah, pretty much for having that type of for your past, for what you've been doing. Because the interesting thing about this video, that video is probably 14 14 years ago. Like, I slept with that guy when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
So, and 4 years ago, I found that video, and it kept coming back to me. What are the odds that I find that video? Like, it's so specific.
Oh yeah, how many videos are on Pornhub?
My gosh,
millions.
And there's so many
How
porn
did
sites.
you?
I found that specific video, and the quality. That's another point in the story, is that the quality was so bad. You couldn't see my face, and think about it. 14 years ago, we didn't all have like amazing cell phones like that. And I was always afraid that this would happen to me.
See, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Why did you have? Because you mentioned this
Yes.
in your story when you're telling the story. Why was this a fear of yours?
Because I fucked in a lot of public places.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
right.
not a right thing to say.
Where there are
When I'm
security
not
cameras,
yes,
there
like
are.
especially back in the days when I was a little bit more careless and stuff like that. I always said I was very lucky because I put myself in situations that were very dangerous and vulnerable.
Like put yourself.
Yeah, and dangerous also. You know, like I've made choices when later on, and like I'm either talking to my friend and they were like, "Oh my gosh, Daphney," and I'm went, "Oh, holy shit! I should have checked in with myself before I jump into this."
Right.
You know, get into subspace really quickly, whatever. So that was important. That was like a shock when I saw that video.
No
And
fucking kidding.
I was just like, oh my God, you deserve this. To go back to the point, I was like, you deserve this. This is what you get. You were always afraid that this would happen. And
here it is.
There it is. And especially if you ever, not even sleep, if you messed around in a place that you're not supposed to. There's that fear, which is sexy and fun. But at
which
the end,
the taboo part of it makes it
of course,
fun and
it's
sexy,
super fun. But when everybody
the flip
came,
side is that it is
once
risky.
everything's done, when everyone has come, then it comes back to reality, and you're like, holy shit, this doesn't belong to me. Like, this public washroom doesn't belong to me. So so when I saw the video, and I couldn't believe that this person who did that, first of all, it happened in his house. Yeah. So it didn't.
It wasn't what you feared of.
Right. My
of
biggest fear was
stuff.
in public, and now this happened with someone I knew. It wasn't a boyfriend or anything, but someone. And this is something that I had to work through in therapy. Like, I was upset with everything else. Everything else was sucky, but there's one aspect about it is that this is someone who knew me. Yeah. You were not a stranger. I mean, I've done that, but this is someone who knew me, who knew my family. So I was like, this is very, really, really messed up. I don't even care. Like, I didn't like him, or it was in love. It was pure sex. Yeah. But still, you knew me. Yeah. You could have filmed this and kept it for himself. I would have never known. Another reason why. Yeah. What's the point of posting it? Filming it is shitty enough. Yeah. Posting it. Yeah. And since I'm such a spiritual person, I was like, there's a reason why I found this video. There's no way. There's so many videos. Yeah. And there's so many sites. And so first you felt super angry. Very angry,
then working through this.
Right.
What did you get to about this?
And then it started to become, because I'm a comedian, I like to find funny. I don't like it. It just so happened that after a while,
you were able to see it.
Right. And then there's a saying that says, like, I think it's there's a saying that is what is it again? Comedy is tragedy, but with time, or something like that. I'm not saying it right. That even a big tragedy, you add some time to it, there'll be some type of something funny will happen. Yeah. You could kind of create something funny with that. And I was telling my friend after the whole storm has passed, and I remember telling Coco that story, and I told her a year after, or 2 years after I saw the video. And as I'm telling the story, naturally the jokes start coming out, right? So I'm telling her, and I'm seeing that she's interested, but at the same time she's entertained. And as an entertainer, that's my shit. Here. Yeah. And this is my comedy partner. So we're in this, and as I'm saying, and I went, oh my gosh, I feel good. This. Yeah, I feel good. I use this, but also I'm doing something that is very important for me. I'm able to what we call put the medicine in the candy. I'm saying something truth, because at the end of the video, there's also how I contacted Pornhub to remove it, and they didn't. Also, in the video, you hear me asking him, are you filming this? Because I remember seeing that red light in the closet. Wow. So these small aspects, when I contacted the Pornhub, they didn't remove it right away. I'm like, this is a problem, right? There's a lot of porns. There's a lot of videos online. I mean, they didn't miss my video, but the important thing is that I think if someone sends you a message and says you have to remove it, that should be gone immediately. I don't think, whatever the reason, even if she was okay with it, or he, whatever, right? If the people were okay with it at first and they're not anymore, it doesn't matter. Take it out.
Yep.
There's so many of them. Take it out. It's already messed up enough, and so that's what happened. So.
Did you ever talk to him?
No. And
Never,
the
right?
weird thing is that because of the past, the type of person I was, I don't know how else to say it, but it's weird. It's not someone I really had any contact with, right? It's just, I remember specifically, all my friends were like, ew, Daphney. And I'm the type of person, if I introduce my friends to a guy and everyone is like, oh my God, Daphney, he's bad news. Like, he looks like he's bad news. And I'm going to be like, then I have to fuck him. I have to do it. Yes.
My decision has been
I was
made.
like, he's nasty, then sign me up. Oh, he's a pervert, then I'm all in. You know what I mean? So my friends were all, I remember when they saw him before, they were all like, Daphney, you're talking to him? And I was like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cute. They were like, he's obviously here for the wrong reason. Look how he's staring at you. Like he had like, because he was much older and I was much younger. Yeah. And I was like, that's fine. That's what I want. And now, so that's another thing too that slowly came back. Like when
there were some red flags.
Yeah, there was something. And I think back and I went, oh my gosh.
And
the sex was even good. You know what I mean? So it was kind of just a whole mess.
I mean, everyone in their 20s.
I know.
I mean, that's not unusual to get with the wrong guy.
So many.
That's not unusual.
so many wrong guys.
Many wrong guys. Wrong guy after wrong guy.
Yes.
For like a 10-year block of my life.
I'm like, I think that's kind of my thing. Wrong guys.
Wrong guys.
Yeah. I'm like, you're not good for me. I like it.
Here's my number.
Yeah. Call me right now. So this is that was the first story that and the reaction was insane, and how I felt also. I wasn't embarrassed anymore.
Yeah, was it good to
Huge.
tell that story?
It was therapy.
Felt good to you?
Yeah, and I was telling this story that made me feel so bad about myself.
Yes, for a long time.
For a very long time, embarrassed, bad, whatever.
Shameful.
Shame, super shameful. And I'm telling this story to a group of people, and then people are coming up to me telling me that, oh my gosh, I was always afraid that this was happening to me. I can't believe this happened to you. Or people are coming up and they're like,
being empathetic towards you.
Exactly. And they're like, or they will say, oh my gosh, this is so funny, but I don't want to laugh. But oh my God, this is so funny. So I'm happy.
Just connecting with you.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the performer in me is still happy. Because I could have went on stage and said, and just been like, found a video of myself on Pornhub. The guy was going down on me and then we fucked.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good night. My name is Daphney Joseph. Yeah.